So we have reading level 1 sheet here. So you can see all the words are fairly short. They all have 3 letters. 1 or 2 just have 2 letters. So if your child's got really good at their blending, the bounce bounce slide system, then they should be ready for this. Okay? So if they're only starting out, just practice maybe 5. If they're fairly confident, they're probably going for 10, 20 or 30. If they're really flying, which some of them are actually, they could be doing the full page. You could be setting a time for them, maybe 2 minutes, see how many they could read. There's also another side to this page. So if you set a 2-minute timer and see how fast they can go, just listen, see how they're doing, your child will be pushing themselves, challenging themselves all the more. If they can read all 60 in 2 minutes, well then it's probably time to switch it and go do a timer which like starts at 0 and see how fast they can read all the 120 words, both sides. So maybe 1 or 2 will be like that. We'll see. So for starters, we'll just cover the last sound. That's the biggest lesson in this page. Cover the last sound. Use their finger, cover the last sound. So you don't use yours, they'll use theirs, okay? Because they'll be used to this from school. So then it's just back to the simple bounce, bounce, slide. K, a, ka. When they have ka, then they can lift this finger. Cat, cat, cat. So then they're really just doing a second bounce, bounce, slide. Cat, cat. And it usually pops out of their mouth and their ears can hear them. I always will say, let your ears help you. So if they're saying it out loud, not shouting the house down, but if they're saying it out loud, their ears can be listening and helping. So again, cover the last sound. D, ah. D, ah. Now, if I am still saying d, ah, I shouldn't lift my finger because my ears won't be able to help me. D, ah, g. I won't be able to hear the word there. So I have to cover that finger, or sorry, cover that letter. D, ah, da. Da, g. Dog. So my ears help me there. Dog, dog. And this one's a capital D, capital D. So cover the last sound. D, ah, da. So once I get da, I can lift this finger. Da, d, dad. And always be reminding them bounce, bounce, slide. So bounce, bounce, slide. R, e, re. Okay, so there's the first bounce, bounce, slide. Re. Lift. Re, d. Red. There's the second bounce, bounce, slide. Re, d, red. Same goes for all the words. They know the system. They've actually practiced this quite a lot. Some of them have moved on to a trickier page, but I figured for this week, even for helping yourselves at home, parents at home, keep the system quite simple and get used to getting back into the learning situation. So basically just races with this. If your child is doing really well, just ask them to, or give them a timer, see how fast they can go. If they're struggling a bit, take your time. Maybe do 5, maybe do 10. Always remind them, cover that last letter with their finger. Bounce, bounce, slide. Okay, that's the system. Okay, enjoy.